everybody, welcome back to Ordinary Adventures.
Today we're at Knott's Berry Farm for the peanut celebration, but we're here to show you what's in our theme park bags. We'll give you some tips and tricks on what to bring to the parks, some stuff that you probably never knew existed, never thought you needed, but it's some cool stuff that is going to be on your radar. We'll also show you some of our gear and how we film in the parks. And of course, we'll also eat some food and have some fun at Peanut Celebration.
Why don't you come with us on this adventure?
First things first, I never leave home without bringing my sunglasses. It's always sunny at these theme parks, and my preferred sunglasses are the Ray-Ban, just classic Wayfarers. I think they can never go out of style.
I don't wear sunglasses, but a lot of people ask about my neon green glasses, and they're from Zenni Optical. And like everything else in this video, we'll put the links in the description below.
Another thing that you can't forget are your magic band or your power-up band. We're at Knott's Berry Farm today, so we don't need either of these. This is a video about stuff in our theme park bag, so we thought we'd show you. A problem with the power-up band is it has a hard time sticking on your wrist. So we bought these little plastic clips on Amazon, or you could just use a rubber band and it helps it stay on nice and secure. But we're at Knott's today, so we don't need these. Grab some food over at Sutters Grill. This is one of the Peanuts Festival specialty items. This is the chocolate bacon and jam cheeseburger. It was too intriguing not to get. I feel like they're always coming out with some sort of crazy cheeseburger at Knott's, and this one was so intriguing to me. I just knew that we had to try it. It's chocolate covered bacon. Ooh, it's good. I feel like the longer we let this sit around, the more melty the chocolate got. So the chocolate is all over the burger now. The only thing that's kind of throwing me off about this is the cheese. I feel like it would be better without the cheese.
I've never seen chocolate-covered bacon on a burger before.
It looks disgusting, but it's good, and I'm gonna eat it.
That should be the review for every Knott's food item.
Looks disgusting, but just trust me, just eat it. It's obviously not hot out here today. We're still in the middle of winter here, but one of the most asked questions that we have in our videos is, what can you do to prevent the heat, like when you go to Walt Disney World in the summer? And we highly, highly recommend these neck fans. We've tried a dozen different kinds, and this is the one that we decided is the best. It gives you the most air, and it makes you feel good, and the battery lasts for like a really long time, and you look super cool when you're wearing it, right? I mean, that's obviously the best part. If you do have long hair though, be careful, because sometimes it does get sucked in there. But for the most part, you're looking stylish.
And even better than the neck fan, I would recommend the belt fan. What's cool about this is it sucks air into the front and then it pushes it up. And you wear this on your hip, you like put it on your belt, and it blows air right into like the sweaty region. That's what it's gonna say. Another hot weather tip I want to give you, and this comes from a lot of our friends who are in Florida at Walt Disney World, Universal Studios, Orlando, that is, bring one of these like face towels. You have one in the hotel, you pack in your bag, and if you're getting too sweaty, just wipe off your head, put it in your bag, and you feel better.
This next hot weather tip comes from our friend Just Ask Danny. It is this mineral face sunscreen. There's many different brands. I've tried a few of them. Right now I'm currently using the Hawaiian Tropics version because I like the way it smells. And you just open it up, pop it out, and it's a powder mineral sunscreen, and you could just wipe it all over your face. It's so much easier than like a spray that you have to like wipe on your hand and then put on your face, or like a lotion that gets all nasty. This is nice, and it smells good, and it's very, very convenient. And this has lasted me like a year, and I still have a lot left. So thanks, Danny, for the tip. That's why you could always just ask Danny.
Next up, we went over to Sutters Funnel, and we got the cornbread funnel cake with honey and pulled pork. I've never heard of like a savory funnel cake like this. They did put some like powdered sugar on there. It's kind of strange.
Oh, weird.
That B-roll you just saw was accomplished with the newer 3-wheel camera dolly. Basically, you put your camera on top of this, and you have a remote control, which you can control how fast it goes, and it will circle around an item or dolly side to side. This is something I've had in my cart for quite some time. I've been reluctant to get it, but I saw Tim Trecker recently used it, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna finally buy it. And it looks ridiculous.
It looks really ridiculous.
Did I look ridiculous?
Yes, it was embarrassing.
Am I embarrassing?
Yes.
Well, hopefully the footage is good enough. But anyways, let's dig in.
Smells like barbecue sauce.
Oh my god, it is cornbread. Because on the outside, it really does look like just a funnel cake, right?
Yeah.
You should have that on the dolly when I give my reaction. This is amazing. This is something that Knott should serve all year round. They already serve the pulled pork on sandwiches over at Fireman's Barbecue and stuff like that. They know how to do pulled pork right. But really, if you look at this cornbread funnel cake, I love cornbread. Some people might say I'm a connoisseur of cornbread. This is some good. It was made. He like went over, took my order, and then made it custom on the spot. 5 out of 5 Peters.
What am I eating?
Isn't it awesome? Mm-hmm. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, I feel like it doesn't need the powdered sugar, but it does give it kind of like a little bit of a sweetness to it. It needs to come out with more savory funnel cakes. This gets the Ordinary Adventure Star. I'd say don't get that burger, just get this.
I'm a mess. I always spill stuff. Kitra always spills stuff. That's why we always carry with us a Tide to Go pen.
Yeah.
And that way you can get little stains off 99% of the time. Sometimes they don't come off. It's also why we don't wear white.
Yeah, that's why we always wear black.
There, high five. Nice work. Good job. That's all right. You got it. Ooh, you're a pro at this. Look at you. Oh my gosh, look at that smile on your face. I like it. Nice job, sweetheart.
So one of the things they do here at the Peanut Celebration is over at the stable, they have pig pen and they got some pigs, so we're gonna go check them out. So Pigpen is not here right now, but we found his little buddies. Is it a butt check right there? Get any good photos?
Instead of just taking photos of my dogs all day, I can actually take photos of different animals. For Christmas, Peter got me this really awesome Fujifilm camera. This is the Fujifilm X100F. And what makes this cool is not only is it look super retro and hipster, but it actually has like classic film simulation filters on it. So it's a digital camera, but it almost looks like you're taking like film photos, which I love. So I don't know, it's been really fun to play with. Oh my god, stop! So cute.
Is he like cleaning his armpit?
It looks like it. Why don't you do that to me? Oh yeah, get in there. How freaking cute.
How adorable.
Oh my god.
Oh, I love that. How adorable.
They're like, yes, fresh sawdust.
You gotta stink it all up.
It's like, give me, it's mine.
Oh my god, how cute.
Play with it like dogs.
Reminds me of
They're
Gizmo.
like little dogs.
A lot of people ask us what we use to film. We use the Sony a7S III. It's kind of heavy, it's complicated, it's expensive, so I wouldn't recommend it for you. But for us, it works. And we use the 24 to 70 G Master lens. That lets me be far enough away to be wide, but also zoom in really far and get like those tight angles like you saw the pigs in there. And for the mic, we use the Sony B1M mic when we actually use the shotgun mic. But lately, we've actually been using these wireless DJI mics that we put on ourselves. It's good if we're like in a loud environment, like a restaurant, giving a food review, because it isolates just me and Ketra, and they're rechargeable in the case. It's a wonderful setup, and we really like them. On the bottom of the camera, I have the Peak Design capture clip. What that does is on my backpack, I have the other part of it. It clips right in, kind of like a, I imagine a holster to a gun. I don't have it though. I imagine it like that, and then if I want to take it out, like this.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't have my bag with me, and I just have this Peak Design strap, which I've actually put the capture clip on in the middle. That's not how it comes. And you can just snap it in there so it can rest on me. And then when I want to go shoot some pigs, bam, bam, bam.
Then what?
Film some pigs.
Bam, bam, bam.
I don't have a gun. I mentioned our big camera is big, expensive, complicated, and heavy. And sometimes we don't want to be bringing that around with us. So there's a lot of times that we'll be filming with the iPhone. And everybody always asks us, like, I want to film my family's vacations to theme parks. What should I film on? What camera should I get? Just use your iPhone. Honestly, outside, you can't tell much of a difference between this and that. Like, the software on the iPhone is getting so good. And eventually it'll catch up when we're indoors. But right now, in low light, our big camera does better. This is the iPhone case that I have. I like that it matches my glasses. And I like that it also has MagSafe, because I like having the pop socket ability, but I also like to wireless charge at home. And this lets me hold the phone, film, you know, it's magnetic, so it sticks. The other good thing about having MagSafe is Moment makes this adapter, which you can put on a tripod, and you can just put your phone on there, and you can change it either direction. So you could be filming, or you could be live streaming on TikTok, or we don't do that. We don't have a gimbal or anything. I actually find that the stabilization in the iPhone is great unless you're live streaming, so we don't really use a gimbal. But this tripod is really good from Ulanzi. It goes out like that, and it actually comes up a little. This is not considered a selfie stick in terms of Disney allows this small of a stick, but Disney does not allow selfie sticks. Kind of hard to pull it off your phone, even with this MagSafe case.
Another item that we've been loving lately is this awesome battery charger. It has so much power. It can actually charge my iPhone Pro 3 times and Peter's iPhone Pro Max 2 times on a single charge. And it has these little cords that come out that you could easily plug your phone. And the coolest thing about it is it plugs straight into the wall. So when you're done at the end of the day, you just go home and plug it in.
Yeah, normally we like the Anchor chargers, but I like that you can just plug it right in. And it also has micro USB or whatever it is on that side.
Yeah, and it's so thin and it doesn't take up that much space. You could like literally just put it in your pocket and be good to go.
And when you push the button on the bottom, it tells you how much battery you have left. So we had 100%.
Pigpen has entered the building. Let's go get a photo of him. Yes, there we go. Aww. Now that we're all done in there, I'm gonna use my favorite type of hand sanitizer. This is Touchland brand, and this is the Lemon Lime Spritz scent. It's so awesome. You just spray it right on your hands. I usually spray it like 5 times or so. Rub them together. It smells like a margarita.
I can smell it from here.
It smells, there's a bunch of different like smells. This one is one of our favorites. So good. And I'm clean now.
I feel like it's a little expensive, but I like that you can put it in your pocket.
Yeah, it's very convenient.
We'd like to thank Base for sponsoring this portion of today's video. In this video, we're showing you what's inside our theme park bag, but now it's time to show you the bag that gets us to the theme park, and that's the Base carry-on roller luggage. Thanks to these 360-degree gliding wheels, it's so smooth to get from your house to the airport to your theme park resort. Did I mention that the cushion handle is super soft, super comfortable? We often come back with more than we left with. Who doesn't love buying souvenirs? The great thing about these bags is you unzip and it gives you more space to store more stuff on your trip home. And of course, these bags come with TSA locks to keep your stuff safe. These bags are super durable. They're gonna last you for years. It's no wonder they have 30,000 five-star reviews. We love them. And right now, Base is offering our viewers 15% off your first purchase by going to basetravel.com/ordinary. That's BEIS travel.com/ordinary. Thank you, Base. And now back to our adventure.
Hey, Whittles. Aww.
I love you, Whittles. Good to see you. Can I get a high five? Woo!
Whittles, what kind of stuff do you keep in your backpack?
Looks like he's got a rope. He's got dynamite, of course. He's got a handkerchief, a shovel.
Frying pan.
All the stuff you need, and a plate.
Yeah.
got all the essentials.
You're welcome.
Yes, 5 out of 5.
Thank you, Whittles.
Awesome. Hey, Whittles knows what's up. Good to see ya. We just went into this random store that we've never been into before at Knott's. And they have a bunch of cute merch, like this adorable little Sasquatch, or like Yeti that you could find on the Calico River Rapids ride.
Aw, isn't that precious?
Look at these, there's some slippers. Unfortunately, they only have size small left. I guess they were so popular that they sold out. Enjoy the little things.
What about the, if friends were flowers, I'd pick you.
Be your own kind of beautiful. That's so cute. As you guys know, I get really, really bad motion sickness whenever we go on a cruise, whenever I ride roller coasters. And the thing that I have found that works the best for me is this thing called the relief bands. It's almost like a pressure point thing where you put it on your wrist and then it sends shocks into your arm and it pulsates like through your hand, and somehow it controls your nausea. I wore it on the Velocicoaster. I wore it on Cosmic Rewind. Like I said, I've worn it on cruises. It works so well. It's a little bit expensive. I got mine like on a Black Friday deal, but I highly, highly recommend this if you are prone to motion sickness and you want to ride a roller coaster. This is actually where the electric shock area is, so you want to make sure it's like snugly on your wrist, about two fingers of the length down. And then over here is the screen that kind of shows you like how much power you have. You could turn it up really high or really low, and then it just shocks you and makes it forget to get sick. And then when you get off of the roller coaster, I recommend having a little baby mini comb in your backpack, because your hair often gets tangly when you're in a theme park, and it's good to just have a small brush at all times to whip out so you're always looking your best. Am I right, ladies? Or fellas, everyone? How do we look? Much better, right?
Also, when we're out filming, sometimes I gotta listen to audio levels on something we've recorded just to make sure you can hear it properly. But this tip is gonna help you if you like to travel and you go on a lot of airplanes. Now, I only carry around with me my Anchor wireless earbuds, and I don't carry around wired headphones. Who does nowadays? I think probably most of you have like Apple AirPods. When you get on an airplane, all they have is that headphone adapter. If you want to watch movies or TV on the airplane, well, I found a solution, and it's this AirFly little clip. You put this adapter into the headphone adapter, you turn it on, you connect it to your wireless Bluetooth headphones, and you get to listen to wired audio wirelessly. Anyways, I carry around that instead of carrying around wired headphones. So I'm carrying around two things instead of one, but I'd rather have wireless headphones.
When we're out filming, we go through tons of batteries, and Peter has found this awesome battery case. It's by Peter McKinnon and Nomadic, and it's pretty cool. It's magnetic, and you could store up to 3 batteries in here, and when you're done with it, you put these little stickers on it, so you always know which ones are full and which ones are drained. Over at Town Hall in Ghost Town, you could actually meet Snoopy wearing his NASA spacesuit. I love Snoopy, he's my favorite, and him as an astronaut, we need to get that photo, come on. This is so adorable, it's a Snoopy Space Museum.
Tried to take a photo of Kitra and Snoopy, but I don't think Snoopy wanted to be there.
I was like, hi Snoopy, and he was just like,
Are you sure that wasn't his brother?
I know, it might have been Spike, who knows, in disguise. All right, now that we met Snoopy, I think it's time to get a drink at the Calico Saloon. We went into the Saloon and they actually had a huge selection of drinks for the Peanuts Festival, but the one that caught my eye is this peanut butter and jelly seltzer with a peanut butter rim. This looks absolutely amazing, doesn't it? Wow. That is so good. Why don't they put peanut butter rims on everything? I'm not sure if the seltzer itself is a peanut butter and jelly flavor or just jelly flavor. Let me taste it again. To me, it just tastes like a nice berry seltzer. It's not overly sweet. It's not too sour, but it's that peanut butter rim that does it. This automatically gets a 5. This is absolutely delicious. I love seltzer. I'm a seltzer aficionado, some might say, and this is a good one.
Also from the Saloon, I got myself the apple cider sangria. And another item that we carry in our bag always is agave straws, because most of these theme parks, all they have is paper straws. Paper straws taste bad in your mouth. They get soggy. They stop working. Agave is just as good for the environment. They look a little weird. It looks a little brown. But you know what? It works just like a normal straw and has no taste to it. By the way, this drink, look at those like little apple cubes on top. A little bit of a nice presentation from Knott's. I appreciate that. Probably doesn't even do anything for the flavor. Just looks good, right? That's like an old-fashioned apple cider, not like, you know, alcoholic apple cider. It really tastes like almost like an apple juice, but mixed with sangria. It is delightful. It is refreshing. It tastes perfect out of the agave straw because you can't taste anything. It doesn't muddle the water in any way. Listen, I love the environment. I don't want turtles having straws in their noses and stuff like that. I want everything to be cool, but I also don't want to drink out of paper straws. There has to be a way, and the way is agave straws. We bought a whole bunch of them on Amazon, and we just put a bunch in our bag and bring them to the parks, and I get it. Disney, Knott's, Universal doesn't want to pay the extra few pennies for agave straws, but I highly recommend the agave straw, and I highly recommend this drink, 4 to 5 Peters.
And we're so glad you're all here. Welcome, welcome, one and all. Look at these fine folks' figures. I'm curious. Aren't you?
I'm always curious.
Oh, yeah. Well,
We get suspicious customers at this here saloon.
yeah.
But today we got some good looking folks.
They said I was on a rocky top down in the Tennessee hills. Ain't no smoggy smoke on Rocky Top. Ain't no telephone bills.
Peace and quiet.
Rocky Top, Tennessee. Rocky Top.
Another tool that we sometimes use is the Insta360 X3 camera. And what this is almost like a GoPro, but has a lens on one side and a lens on the other. And it uses both those lenses to create a 360-degree view of what we're recording. We don't present it to you in 360 degrees. We usually use this when we're on a ride, like you saw recently in our water video, us being on log rides, us being on the raft ride. And we were able to provide you with some unique angles that were not achievable otherwise. We're able to crop in, we're able to almost make it look like the camera's floating in the middle of the air. It's not done with drones, it's done with the Insta360 camera. And we've used it on roller coasters here, we've done it on rides at Disney. I wouldn't recommend shooting all your videos with this, but if you're doing action sports or you're just like trying to capture like insane action, like being on a ride that's outside and not in low light, this camera is great. And we're gonna have Kitra go on one of the rides with it and see what it looks like.
That was so much fun. I haven't been on bumper cars in so long. And it was funny, there was a couple of OA watchers on there and they're like, I like your channel, and then I'd like slam into them.
Okay, so this is the footage right here, and I can turn around in 360 degree space. and I can actually zoom out. So it kind of looks like,
I know, that looks so cool. I'm so happy I decided to go on that ride. I was like, oh, that's gonna look so
look
cool.
at that.
Like, it looks so silly. Looks like I'm like in a little shoe or something just driving around.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
And the other cool thing is you can change the aspect ratio. So I could export that for TikTok, or we could go to YouTube, and then it could be, you know, TV aspect ratio.
Cool.
I don't know. It's a really cool tool.
And just so you know, all the items we're showing you in this video are linked in the description below. There are affiliate links, but they are also usually Amazon. It's the cheapest place to get them. Lastly, over at Prop Shop Pizzeria, they had a bunch of specials. We wanted to get them all. We only got 3 of them. I got the spicy sausage and Bolognese Rigatoni. And you know I like spicy, and you know I like pasta. It's a me. Remember? Yeah, okay. I need some of my drink concoction. I always get my Coke Zero mixed with just a little of the sugar-free boysenberry juice. A little goes a long way. And I should mention that we always get this seasonal drink. That's a pro tip for Knott's. If you come to Knott's often, you can come a few times a year, you're gonna want to get this. I think it's like a little under 30 bucks, and you basically get free fountain refills all year long. Totally worth it if you're gonna buy more than like 3 or 4 drinks, because soda's expensive here. But this pasta, fantastic. Everything at Prop Shop Pizza we've had has been incredible. Like, Knott's has been upping their food game. I'm actually jealous that you're having this pizza, because I'm a fan of street corn, and this is street corn pizza.
Another item from here is the Mexican street corn and bacon pizza. It looks good. I'm so curious though. I don't know if that's like mayo or cheese or what's going on, because there really was no description. But I'm so excited to try this. Woo! It's not really spicy. It just took me off guard because there's some like tahini or some kind of like chili spice on top. That's what those little red flakes are. This is really good. It tastes like Mexican street corn. There are little pieces of bacon, not too many. You don't really taste them that much, but I like this a lot. This is probably getting a 5 out of 5. This is good. Get this. Don't get that burger I got in the beginning. Get this. Lord help me.
And this isn't one of the special items for the peanut celebration. They just have some good desserts there. And one that caught our eye and the guy behind the counter talked us into was the Oreo brownie. This thing is thick. You see how big that is?
Yeah.
Oh my God, how do you eat this? You think there's Oreos inside?
Oh my God, it's like a giant Oreo.
It's like a giant Oreo. It has a brownie with some white stuff in the middle, another brownie. Coated with chocolate, it's drizzled with some white stuff. Has a 5 out of 5.
Yeah.
That's a lot. I need someone to share this with. You know what it reminds me of? That like
Hostess. The Hostess cakes from my childhood. Whenever you'd get one of those in your lunch, everybody at school would be jealous of you. They'd be like, will you share some with me? You never would share. This is exactly what that tastes like. Oh my God. Ordinary Adventure Star. Come on. Everything that we've ever had from here has been amazing. Everything that we got tonight has been amazing. It's a perfect way to end our evening.
So some of the things that we usually put in our bag when we go to Florida is not the same stuff that we put in our bags when we're here. This tip comes from Jackie at Super Enthused, because it rains so much there. You don't want to be walking around with like your soggy socks. She told us to pack an extra pair of socks, and that has saved us. The first time we did that was at HHN. It was pouring. She had dry socks. We didn't. Ever since that, we pack an extra pair of socks. I like to wear Bombas. Bombas are like some of the best socks. They have like this honeycomb in the middle. I'm not sure if you can see it there, but it kind of like tightens around the middle of your foot, It feels so good, especially if you're walking a lot on like a park day. We usually also pack a small umbrella, and we also have a bunch of these ponchos, disposable ponchos that we got off Amazon that we put 2 in a bag. If it rains, we are all set.
Also, when you come to theme parks, you want to stay hydrated. So we have a few different things that we like to use, like this liquid IV, which is basically like electrolytes. It comes in this little package and you just add it to water. We recently got this little clip that clips onto your bag, and you can put sodas or waters or whatever will fit right in there. And then that way you don't have to like stick it in your bag, and it could kind of just hang off the side. So that's been pretty convenient.
And I know people are gonna ask, the bag of my choice is from Heroes and Villains. It's the Rebellion bag. I like Heroes and Villains because it's all feels kind of like in-universe. Has some Arabesh on there. It looks very Star Wars'd out. Has a pocket right here, one on each side. You open it up, there's tons of pockets, tons of space. You can put stuff up there. I have some my cards. It's padded on the back, but one of the things I like is when you unzip here, you pull this out, you stretch it over your bag, and it covers your entire bag, and it makes it water resistant and also resistant to the First Order because you got the Rebellion logo.
And for my bag of choice, you guys already know, I always have some sort of mini Loungefly backpack of sorts. This one is themed after Tomorrowland, and I absolutely love it. And it fits everything that I need. Everything that I want and that I need, and then I even carry some of Peter's stuff in here too. Also, another camera. We love our cameras around here. This is the GoPro Hero 10. This is, I think, the latest model of the GoPro, and we use this whenever we go on a water slide, a water park, we're on the beach, we're in the pool, that sort of thing, because it's waterproof, and you could bring it down underwater with you, so like when we go snorkeling. Now actually, this handle is like a flotation device, so it won't sink to the bottom, it'll stay floating on the top, and you could actually open it and put your valuables in there, or whatever, your keys, your whatever will fit in there. Not much fits in there, but some stuff will fit in there.
Some cash.
Some cash. There we go.
Is there anything that we forgot to include in our theme park bag? Let us know in the comments below. If you want to see us use all these fancy tools, the 360-degree camera, all that stuff.
The ponchos.
Yeah. Last time we were here, we went on all the water rides in Southern California. Watch that video right over there. I want to say thank you to some of our Patreons. That includes
David, Priscilla, MK, and Emily. Thank you guys so much.
Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you on the next adventure.
Bye-bye.